My history with infertility was that I had gone through 3 IVFs myself. My first one was successful in that we got pregnant. We actually got pregnant with twins. We lost the first one very, very early. And then at our 12-week scan, we didn't have a heartbeat. It was far enough along. We had to do what's called a D&C, where it's removed. And, they schedule that for 5 days later. So you have to walk around for 5 days knowing that you're still pregnant, but it's not alive, and that's not a nice feeling. When I ended up having the IVF that was successful, when my twins were almost a year old, I just thought, there's gotta be a group to support people who are going through this. There's a group for everything in the UAE. And I looked for one, and I couldn't find one, and I realized there's actually a need for this kind of work here, and I would like to do it. So you found out about 20 weeks. You didn't find out until they were born.
Kind of didn't want twins because I was doing this on my own, and I was a little scared of how I was going to handle it.
A lot of blame gets assigned to women who are dealing with infertility, when really half the time it is a male factor, infertility. But that isn't how it plays out when all of the treatments happen to and in a woman's body. And that's why we exist, to rally around these women and to say, this thing you're experiencing is normal. Did you know their genders when you put them in? No. I put in 3 because I couldn't freeze.
Female sperm is faster, apparently. And so
yes,
they will...
That is true. To help people to feel less isolated can really destigmatize that experience for people. That's something that's very important to me.
I took time out of work, changed our diet completely. We did exercise to a point where, it was not too strenuous. That cycle, I didn't even respond to the stimulation.
To just help navigate a really difficult, emotionally painful, financially burdensome experience. And if I can take some of that off your shoulders, then that's very much what I aim to do. What I see a lot is that a woman will say, I really want to try this again, and her husband will say, I just can't watch you go through that again. That was too painful for me. Whereas, she might feel like, I need to do this again. Be very, very clear about what you're willing to go through is really, really key.
It's really good advice, because I think we never ever thought that this would be a journey that we would be on. So we never kind of did that. We never set out a plan. We just kept going.
One thing I hear a lot is that people are afraid that this is going to change their relationship. And it is. It is going to change your relationship. But so is parenthood, so is moving villas. Everything that you are going to do in your relationship is going to change your relationship. And it's not something to be afraid of, and it's something to understand, and it sounds like you've come to that understanding. It is difficult, reliving my experience on a regular basis, to continually put myself in the mindset of the people who are going through this experience. I think I'm born to a certain mindset that if I can be helpful, I'm just going to be helpful. And I don't know, I think I think it's just my personality.